Holy cow, Netty, can you believe it? Never thought we'd actually get up here. Come along with us on this episode of Loving the View with Russ and Netty as we have an overnight hiking adventure to the summit of Mt Whitney. Driving up Whitney Portal Road from the town of Lone Pine, you come up to the Whitney Portal where we camped for a night waiting for our nephews to arrive from out of town. Since we won an overnight permit to hike to the summit, we asked if they wanted to do it with us, which they did. Once they arrived, they set up their tent to stay a night at the portal with us to help acclimate to the elevation, since the Mt Whitney Trail is a 22-mile round trip and is rated as hard on all trails. We figured we would take any extra help we could get. What you guys doing?
We are setting up the tents.
All right.
This is only the second time ever.
The night before, we also packed up our backpacks to have one less thing to do in the morning. Once we packed up our camping equipment the next morning, we made our way to the trail entrance and took a couple of minutes to get our things squared away. Alex, what are we doing?
We're about to do Mt Whitney.
Are you excited, Chris?
Yeah.
Sort of? Sort of. What about you, Netty?
Very excited.
Very excited. And of course, no hike attempt to the summit is complete without weighing our packs. Here's Chris's bag.
30 pounds.
30 pounds. Okay. 30 pounds?
30 pounds.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, mine's like 10 pounds compared to your guys's.
It's good to know. We know whose we can put stuff into here.
Yeah.
Well, 30 pounds.
Wow, we are consistent.
Wow.
I'm guessing 45.
40, 45.
Oh, look at that.
Once we weighed our packs, we headed out on the trail. The initial switchbacks weren't too bad, and we enjoyed the amazing views into the valley and towards Lone Pine in the distance. It's a sunny, beautiful morning so far. What amazing views already. As we were hiking up the trail, we realized we forgot something very important. We needed to tell our mothers that we love them.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. There are a few stream crossings, with one of the first being Carillon Creek, which was about a half mile in and was mostly dry this time of year, but was still kind of neat. We're only a little half mile in on the trail and there's already amazing views of the valley, Lone Pine down in the distance. You can see Alabama hills. What a beautiful view. Another cool stream crossing is this location over the North Fork of Lone Pine Creek. This time of the year, the water isn't running super fast or heavy, but in the spring, this can be quite the crossing over the rocks. Hiking up this area of the trail from the portal was pretty straightforward, without a lot of technicality. The paths are well laid out and easy to see and follow. Once we made it to the official entrance to the John Muir Wilderness, we needed to get our picture next to the sign to mark one of the official milestones of the voyage. Hiker notice, make up your own notice. Clearly, there was no important message to pass on to the hikers today. We're not up to Lone Pine Lake yet. The trail is definitely a good workout. We got some heavy packs, and Christopher and Alex are ahead of us enjoying the scenery, I'm sure. What do you think, Netty?
Yeah, I think the scenery is beautiful. The weight of the packs, we haven't trained with this heavy of a weight, so it's definitely beating me up a little bit.
Yeah, we're feeling it.
But we have a mile down, so that's encouraging.
We're getting there.
Absolutely.
Only 10 more to go till the summit.
I know. Only, what, 7 more to go till we get to rest.
Yep, till we get to our camping spot.
Yeah, that's if we make it that far.
Yeah. As we were hiking up, we saw a helicopter flying over. We weren't sure if it was a search and rescue helicopter. We didn't hear of anyone being lost in the area or injured, so we were just hoping for the best.
Go.
How many more miles do we got to go, baby?
Only 6 more miles.
We're 2.3 miles up the trail. We're getting closer to Lone Pine Lake. We're definitely feeling this. Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. And Christopher and Alex are just like little bunny rabbits.
Yeah, they're just hopping up the hill like nothing. So eventually we'll catch up to them. But we're feeling it already.
And we're having fun though.
Yeah, we're definitely having fun.
We have less than 6 miles to go.
There you go. We passed a few trees with markers on them like this. We're pretty sure it's an old trail marking system. About 2.7 miles in, there's this cool log bridge over the North Fork of the Lone Pine Creek. You have to do a bit of balancing on it, but it's not too bad at all, and it's close to the cutoff for Lone Pine Lake. We finally made it to the cutoff for Lone Pine Lake, which is about 2.8 miles from the start of the trail and makes a great spot for a short rest break. Christopher and Alex were quite a bit ahead of us, so they took a break by the lake to wait for Netty and I to catch up. While Netty was chilling for a bit, I headed down to the lake to get them. Heading down to Lone Pine Lake to get Christopher and Alex. I don't have my pack on now. I feel like I'm jumping on the moon. How's your guys' hike going so far? You feeling it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think that last part before here was.
That was a bugger, wasn't it?
But now girls some food now.
Yeah. It looks like they got some great views of the scenery while they were down there. If you're looking for a great day hike, Lone Pine Lake at just under 10,000 feet of elevation is a great choice. The views are stunning, and you can even camp overnight there if you have a permit, which is a great option to help acclimate for Whitney. And if you are hiking with your dog, they can even go with you. Feeling it. After we stopped for a bit at Lone Pine Lake Junction for a snack and to just sit for a minute, we headed back on the trail and made it to the official Whitney zone. This is the point where you need your official permit to enter. We're officially in the Whitney zone now, but it just keeps going up and up and up. We definitely feel it, but we just take plenty of rest breaks, enjoy the beauty. About half a mile after entering the Whitney zone, you reach this beautiful meadow called Bighorn Sheep Park. It's approximately 3.5 miles from the start of the trail and offers stunning views as you descend into the meadow. It has an easy to follow path along its south side. While we were walking along this meadow, Christopher and Alex came upon a deer that was just walking towards us and seemed very unafraid. Ended up just walking off to the side to get a drink in the lake. Good job, baby. We only have how many more miles to go?
4 more.
We made it to Outpost Camp, right?
Not yet.
Well, we're almost to Outpost Camp. We're taking a nice shade break. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where's Netty? Well, there she is. There's Netty. Just a bit over a quarter mile from Bighorn Sheep Park is the Outpost Camp. This camp, which is at 10,360 feet of elevation, is one of the main camps hikers can stay at on their way up to Mt Whitney. This camp has part of Lone Pine Creek running through it also, which provides a great drinking and cooking water source, and also has the benefit of actually having tree cover, which trail camp does not have. This would have been a great spot to camp, but would have been a long hike to the summit from here still. Look up there and you see people way up there walking down, and we still have to get up that way. Hi, Nettie.
Hey.
See any fish? See any fish in there, Chris?
Some small ones over there.
It's beautiful. Amazing view of Mirror Lake from up here. I think we're at about the 11,000 foot mark. Up high in a rock just over Outpost Camp was this USGS marker. When Nettie and I see these, we try to get a picture of our hands in the image with a marker. This is a heck of a trek up the mountain, but it's worth it, or it will be worth it once we get up there. But you can't beat the views. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but this is just amazing. Seems like never ending up though.
From Lone Pine Lake to where we are now and beyond, it's just steps like this. Steps, steps, and more steps.
At 5.3 miles in and at 11,395 feet of elevation is the trailside meadow. This is also a great spot to filter water for drinking if you are low, and also makes a great spot to take a quick rest break before heading the rest of the way up to trail camp. I don't know if you can tell by that laugh, but
My body is shut down. And we still have 2 miles to go tonight.
yeah.
That's just to our camp.
Other than that, it's okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we're ready to crash for the night for sure. We're ready to get these heavy packs off our backs.
Yeah, absolutely we are.
Yeah. But, even though we're exhausted,
Check out this view.
look at that view. That's unreal. Look at that view right there.
This is a view of exhaustion.
That's right. Working our way up still. But we did manage to get our first glimpses of Consultation Lake. Oh, that's a little bit of a milestone, I think, Nettie. How you doing up there? Beautiful view of Consultation Lake. Amazing. We're getting close to our stopping point, thankfully. There's a nice pool here if you need to filter water. But up by Trail Camp, there's a good lake that you can filter water also.
There is a sign up there. I don't know what it says, but I sure hope it says Trail Camp.
Finally made it to Trail Camp. Hallelujah. What a brutal hike, Nettie. A real sight for sore eyes is finally making it to Trail Camp. Trail Camp is 6.3 miles in and just a bit over 12,000 feet of elevation, and is the last camping spot before making your way up the switchbacks for the final push to the summit. Most of the camping spots here are marked off by piled rocks and semicircles or other types of borders, which also act as somewhat of a windbreak. We got a great spot which was actually well protected by pretty high rock walls around most of it and large boulders around the back. As I was getting our tent set up, Nettie was starting our dinner, which I was super glad for as we were both starving. More importantly, what are you making right now, Nettie?
Chicken.
Chicken and mashed potatoes?
Yep.
Nice. One thing we didn't expect was how much moisture was going to accumulate at night inside our tent and in the area in general. We were thinking it was probably due to how close we were to the lake. We were down a bit lower and closer to the same level as Trail Camp Pond. We found it pretty amazing how many marmots, chipmunks, and even mice there were running around all the sites. They seemed to have no fear of humans and seemed to come out of the woodwork as soon as everyone took off for their summit attempts. On the morning of our trek to the summit, the cloud cover was beautiful, and the way they floated around the mountain peaks almost made it feel like a fairy tale scene. Looks like Mt Whitney is enveloped in a cloud right now. The clouds did live throughout the day and offered occasional shade as they floated in front of the sun, which we were very thankful for. Well, we're starting our, last leg of the journey up to the mountain. We're getting close to the 99 switchbacks, and it's 9:16 in the morning. So we will see how long it takes us to get up there. We both feel kind of crummy because of the elevation, but we will see how we do. Working our way up the 99 switchbacks. The views are amazing. You see the clouds right on the mountain there. And I think we're on like switchback number 6 of 2000. At least that's what it feels like. Last night while we were sleeping, we heard a really loud ruckus. It was a big rock slide. Pretty sure it came off some of those mountain faces in the back there. Super loud in the canyon. I think it woke everybody up. Shortly after starting the switchbacks, we made it to the well-known cables. Today there was no ice in this section, so there was no concerns for our footing, but at times there can be ice there, so you just have to be careful when you get up there. It's a long ways down. Pretty big drop off the side there. Definitely don't want to go sliding down there. We're just a smidge past halfway. Still working our way up. It's pretty tough. It really did seem like the switchbacks were never ending at times, so you just had to put your head down and trudge through it. We're so close to trail crest, you can almost taste it. Still feels like it's so far away though. Ugh. To keep her mind occupied, Nettie counted the switchbacks all the way up, and she counted them on the way down too. She can really attest that there's actually 99 of the switchbacks.
We're on switchback 92.
The higher we got on the switchbacks, the more amazing our views got of the trail camp and further down onto the valley. You could even start making out Lone Pine Lake in the distance.
Look at here. Where are we at, babe?
We're at Trail Crest finally. Another milestone is making it to the top of Trail Crest. You can see down into Sequoia National Park from here, and hikers often leave their heavier packs here to do their final push to the summit of Mt Whitney. Wow.
Oh, how beautiful is that?
Stunning views. Beautiful views. With a milestone like this, it was imperative to get more pictures of us next to the signs that we saw up here. Christopher and Alex were already well ahead of us, so they made sure to send us the pictures they took of themselves with the signs. Amazing views on the other side of Mt Whitney here. You can see Guitar Lake. It's kind of obvious how it gets its name. There's another amazing view on Mt Whitney.
Obviously how I got my name.
That's right. So close, but yet so far. Making it through a window. Once past the trail crest, the path was still pretty well laid out, but it was a bit more technical in places, with large and small rocks that you had to hike over. You just had to make sure you had secure footing and take your time.
Through here, just when you pass the 1.9 mile sign, there's a lot of scrambling with loose rocks close to the edge, but you're so busy looking at your feet that you don't notice that you're on the edge.
As we were making our way towards the summit, we caught a glimpse of Christopher and Alex as they were making their way back down. When we finally met up, they let us know what they thought of the summit experience. What'd you guys think of the summit?
Beautiful up there.
Is it?
We got some pictures and ate a few snacks. And,
Nice.
yeah, signed our names in the book.
You guys feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
That's good.
It'll be nice to get out of these rocks.
Yeah.
Get down on the gravel, but...
After our meetup, they had to make their way back down to camp and get to their cars. They had to catch a flight to Las Vegas the next day. Good thing they were a lot faster than us. We were definitely super glad they could do this hiking experience with us. We're at one of the windows here. You can look, you can see all the way into Lone Pine from one side and Sequoia Park on the other. It's amazing. There's Netty climbing up. Can actually barely see the hut from here. We're getting close. Oh, it's gonna be nice to have this done, Netty. Every step we take, Netty, is a step closer.
Every shuffle I take.
Every shuffle is one shuffle closer.
Here's more of the scramble. That's the ground. And you have to put your feet up there. And that's what you have to walk over.
We frequently heard fighter aircraft flying over. I heard they were flying out of Edwards Air Force Base, but I really couldn't say whether that was accurate or not. This right here looks like probably the fastest way down. You can see that meadow down there that we passed. Very cool. What amazing views. The drop-offs on the trail edges were quite substantial in many places. One wrong step and you would definitely be having a bad day. I think Nettie and I are both pretty dead. How you doing up there, Nettie?
Good.
Does it seem like nothing?
I don't have any oxygen to answer that.
Yeah, we're lacking oxygen. I was wondering if it's normal for my face to tingle. The views off the backside of Mount Whitney were so amazing and vast. You can even see the canyon in the distance where the Kern River flows through. Oh my gosh, Nettie. I actually see the top of the Muir hut. You see it?
I see it.
Yeah.
And it's so far away.
It is so far away. It's so much closer than when we started, but yet it's so far away.
But it is a beautiful sight.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow, Nettie, can you believe it? Never thought we'd actually get up here. Wow.
We're not up there all the way yet.
That's true. A lot can happen in 50 feet or 100 feet. So Nettie just enlightened me. I just thought that we would never see the Muir hut in person. What was it you said, Nettie?
A couple hours ago. Actually, a couple feet ago. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh-wee.
But we have it all to ourselves. There's nobody else up here.
Yeah, this is amazing. 14,505 feet.
Now time to calm down.
Yep, tallest mountain in the lower 48 states. One of the important things you have to do when you come up here is sign the register. Make sure it works. Try a different one. Nope. Nope. There we go. 829, 22. Hard, but we made it. Man. See what the inside looks like. It's kind of tiny here. Extreme danger from lightning. To avoid being struck by lightning, immediately leave the area if any of the following conditions exist. Dark clouds nearby, thunder, hail, or rain, hissing in the air, static electricity in the hair or fingertips. This shelter will not offer protection. You should leave the summit and proceed to a lower elevation. Oh, he's talking to Taylor. Since we had cell signal, we made sure to call family members from the summit to let them know we made it to the top. While the views we were able to enjoy on the entire hiking experience up to the summit were amazing, the best ones were from the summit itself. You could see the mountain ranges all the way into Death Valley and down into Lone Pine from the east side, as well as mountains and valleys in Sequoia National Park to the west. To the south, you could also see many mountain ranges, including Mount Langley, which is another 14er and another popular summit for hikers. And of course, we made sure to get a picture of our hands by one of the USGS markers on the summit itself. We finally made it.
Mount Whitney.
Mount Whitney.
August 28th.
29th.
August 29th, 2022.
Yeah, we're low on oxygen, so it could be any date.
It is the 29th.
We're excited, but we're ready to get some more oxygen into our brains.
Absolutely.
All right, how's Boogie?
Do I get a kiss?
Oh, yeah. Love you.
I love you.
All right. Let's go back down where the air is thicker. Thank you so much for coming along with us on this hiking experience. We really appreciate you being with us. And if you like this video, hit the like button and hit the subscribe if you want to watch more of our videos as they come out.